Imagination is more important than knowledge. The only source of knowledge is experience. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge but imagination. Gravitation is not responsible for people falling in love. I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious. Education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. The measure of intelligence is the ability to change. Reality is merely an illusion, albeit a very persistent one. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. The world as we have created it is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. The difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has its limits. Try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value. You never fail until you stop trying. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. The only way to escape the corruptible effect of praise is to go on working. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or objects. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existence. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. The value of a man should be seen in what he gives, and not in what he is able to receive. Intellectuals solve problems, geniuses prevent them. The world is a dangerous place to live, not because of the people who are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. Peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding. I fear the day that technology will surpass our human interaction. The world will have a generation of idiots. Intellectual growth should commence at birth and cease only at death. It's not that I'm so smart, it's just that I stay with problems longer. The only real valuable thing is intuition. The pursuit of truth and beauty is a sphere of activity in which we are permitted to remain children all our lives. I never think of the future. It comes soon enough. The value of a college education is not the learning of many facts, but the training of the mind to think. If you can dream it, you can do it. The most beautiful thing we can experience is the mysterious. It is the source of all true art and science. I speak to everyone in the same way, whether he is the garbage man or the president of the university. Once we accept our limits, we go beyond them. The hardest thing to understand in the world is the income tax. The only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. I love to travel, but hate to arrive. The secret to creativity is knowing how to hide your sources. You have to learn the rules of the game, and then you have to play better than anyone else. The high destiny of the individual is to serve rather than to rule. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. The only way to escape the corruptible effect of praise is to go on working. The further the spiritual evolution of mankind advances, the more certain it seems to me that the path to genuine religiosity does not lie through the fear of life and the fear of death and blind faith, but through striving after rational knowledge. We can't solve problems by using the same kind of thinking we used when we created them. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Science is a wonderful thing if one does not have to earn one's living at it. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. The only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. Education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge but imagination. The measure of intelligence is the ability to change. I have no special talent. I'm only passionately curious. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. Imagination is more important. Imagination is more important than Noel.